Hi, my name is Kelby Hargrove, and I'm here reviewing Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass is a film adaptation of a popular superhero comic series by the same name, directed and written for the screen by Matthew Vaughn. Vaughn is sort of a new director. He's only had two movies before this, one of which was Stardust, if you caught that a couple years ago. Personally, what I think is an underrated movie. And for being such a fresh new director, he's really good. Like a lot of the effects in this movie felt kind of Tarantino-ish. There was a lot of fun, violence, and flashy visuals, things like that. Only, unlike a Tarantino movie, the plot, follows a straightforward line instead of the. That was me mimicking a Tarantino movie. Anyway, Aaron Johnson plays Dave Lazuski, and the hero Kick-Ass. In his normal Dave role, he was kind of like Peter Parker-esque, the whole nerdy kid who happens to be a superhero. And I really liked Aaron Johnson in this part. I think that he made me care about this character in ways that Tobey Maguire didn't really ever make me care about Spider-Man. I really wanted Kick-Ass to win in his struggle and his fights and everything. So, good job, Aaron. Christopher Mintz, and I'm sure I just butchered that last name, plays Chris D'Amico, and also Red Mist, who you'd probably be more familiar with if you haven't seen the film. And it's, of course, McLovin. This is the role that's going to get him away from just being McLovin. I know that in Role Models and a couple other roles he's had since then, people just say, "Oh, and McLovin's in that movie." This role is going to let him break out of that, and I was really excited to see him play such a different character just as well. His father is played by Mark Strong. He plays Frank D'Amico, who is a drug-dealing kingpin who thinks the whole superhero business is nonsense and everything, even while he's getting his ass kicked by superheroes. This Mark Strong has become sort of the go-to guy for the really intimidating, strong villain character. You saw him in Sherlock Holmes, and he's been a star in the UK for a while, from what I understand, and I'm really happy to see him coming over here, and I hope to see a lot of him in the future. A much more effective superhero duo than Kick-Ass is the team of Big Daddy and Hit Girl, played by Nicolas Cage and Chloe Moretz, respectively. I am not what you would call a Nicolas Cage fan. I can't stand him 90% of the time, and this was the other 10%. He had a great grasp of the two different sides of his character as a civilian and as a superhero, and he made both of them work. As the father figure to little Hit Girl, obviously, he was compassionate, believable. I really felt like that was a father-daughter relationship I was seeing on screen, and also. When he was in costume as Big Daddy, he put on this kind of William Shatner, Adam West superhero voice thing with long pauses and just weird speech patterns, and that was a highlight for me for sure. I couldn't help but smile every time he talked like that. Chloe Moretz plays Hit Girl, and also. I forgot her character's actual name, but not important. She does a really good job. For such a young actress, I think that this role showed a lot of promise. I think that she could be the next, kind of Dakota Fanning character for the next few years. If you need a little girl that can do dramatic really well, there you go. I hope to see a lot of her in the future, is all I'm saying. The supporting cast for this movie I thought was great. They didn't have huge roles, but what they were given, they worked with very well. Clark Duke, who you might have seen in Hot Tub Time Machine or Sex Drive, plays the same character he played in Hot Tub Time Machine and Sex Drive, just with a different name. And I'm not sick of it yet. I think it's funny. He's just an asshole all the time, and it's very funny asshole. I just I would like to see him branch out a little bit more in the future. This whole act's gonna get stale after a while. Other than that, great job. The other, Lindsay Faneka, who you might have seen in Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, plays the perfect superhero arm candy. You know, she plays the, not so much the damsel in distress, just the damsel, next to Dave's, what's his name? Just gonna start over on that whole train of thought. She plays the perfect superhero arm candy, next to Kick-Ass. She's not really a damsel in distress as much as she is just a hot damsel, and that works for me. I'm good with it. Kick-Ass was easily funny when it wanted to be, but it had a serious weight in drama that I did not see coming at all, and really surprised me in a great way. It's best superhero movie since The Dark Knight, and I cannot wait for the sequel. So thanks. This has been Kelby Hargrove reviewing Kick-Ass.